Welcome to Scry 4. Today, we're keeping on top the lack of a banned list, or lack of a change in the banned list for Modern. Today I'm joined by...
James Wiley.
Mr. Fluffy.
Connor.
Dan Ram.
Handy Dandy.
Dan.
And I'm Ben, your host. So, James, the lack of a banned list. Anything that you expected to be banned in Modern?
I thought some of the bloom piece, at least a bloom piece was most likely, if anything, either amulet or the what's the one play?
Summer Bloom.
Yeah, Summer Bloom.
Really?
Yeah, because with amulet you can turn one. There's a turn one in that deck, which is faster than Infect, for Christ's sakes.
And Infinity, too.
I don't know, it's not that bad of a card, really, on its own.
Yeah, I mean, they could do Hive Mind just because it's not really seen play in a lot of other decks.
I would argue that Hive Mind is not the card they would ban.
Yeah.
If they wanted to stop the Hive Mind combo, which is the only turn 1 kill that the deck has,
Summoner's Pact?
Summoner's Pact, because it's the only one that they can put on the stack without any other requirements.
You think?
And with Pactum Negation, if you do it turn 1, Pactum Negation, you'd have to counter one of your opponent's things, but it'd have to be on your turn, otherwise you die from the upkeep payment anyways.
Yeah.
And with Slaughter Pact, it's better, or it's easier than Pactum Negation, because you can do it on your turn if they have a creature on the field, but it has to be non-black, and they can always just not put a creature down.
You can kill
Yeah.
your own prime time, so.
Yeah, you could kill your own
later in
prime
the
time.
game.
That'd be the long way to do it, but that's like a turn 6 kill.
Yeah.
That's kind of more fair.
Yeah, but it's all revolved around Amulet. Amulet enables bounce lands to turn 1 kill. I mean, I love the deck. The deck's awesome. The deck, it's really, really cool. The whole premise behind it, but I don't know. I thought some piece might get banned. That was the big thing I saw.
I never thought of it.
I also thought something might get banned, but if anything, it would have been... Well, one of the arguments for it is that the deck is super difficult to play.
Oh, so not your average player can just pick it up and be like, oh, I'm going to try it out.
No one can just pick it up and go. Birthing Pod was almost to that point, only because there was a specific chain. It's difficult because you have a lot of choices, but it was easier than Amulet Blue.
Yeah, but they just reprinted... they just printed Collected Company, so...
Yeah.
I mean, that replaces fucking Pod.
But it's less consistent.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
not nearly as good, but...
I wonder how Ancient Stirrings is going to affect that dex.
Ancient Stirrings?
No. What is it? The green one. The green enchantment they just came out with.
Oh, the one that when a creature with power
for
3 or less
one,
enters?
sack a creature, and then reveal cards, so you hit a creature card, put that card into your hand.
like Evolve something, like
I forget
something
the name.
Evolution.
I remember that one. Yep.
I got 2 of the pre-release ones. I know that. But I think, I mean, they banned Pod, but they just gave it 2 pieces to replace Pod, so...
Yeah, but they're not as good. Like, that one, it always hits the top creature you have in your deck. And Collected Company hits the top 6. It gets 2 of the top 6, and they have to be converted at cost 3 or less.
Well, I mean, Anafenza and Company is kind of a thing right now.
You can play Collected Company in a lot of decks.
Yeah, but I don't think that card is going to get banned.
Yeah,
it's a 4-drop instant.
Yeah.
Yeah, it won't get banned. It's just that, I mean, if you're going to ban Pod and then give them...
Hey, you give them something that's not as good, so they can still kind of play those type of decks.
Yeah.
And then it also opens up more decks, like green-white soul systems.
Yeah.
So you still get to play your combo mid-range deck.
Yeah.
Okay, what about a different card from a combo mid-range deck, or something out of the Splinter Twin deck?
A Splinter Twin and Kiki Jiki. And you might as well throw in Pestermite.
Well,
The whole
Do you
thing.
think all of those would be banned?
I would like to see them all banned.
I can
To
see
be like, oh, cool, you're playing Twin, awesome. Now you're not.
Yeah,
Or
that
Snapcaster Mage.
would- A lot
That'd
of
be
people
cool
would
to
be
see
upset
banned.
about that.
I can't see Kiki Jiki getting banned, but maybe like Splinter Twin.
Probably Splinter Twin.
Yeah.
But they just gave it a new card too.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to ban Splinter Twin.
If anything, they want
Snapcaster
everyone to
Mage.
play
Ban
Splinter.
Snapcaster Mage.
Oh god.
Snapcaster Mage is really, really good.
I would be angry if that was the
Snapcaster and
case.
Tarmogoyf. Next ban list.
Yeah. Please, come on, Wizards.
So they're just going to finish out the cycle, just banning all of those cards from the 2-drop mid-range cycle.
Exactly.
There's Tarmogoyf, Young Pyromancer,
Yes.
Dark Confidant,
Yes.
Snapcaster Mage,
Yes.
and
Stoneforge.
Stoneforge Mystic. That is, in my head, the cycle of mid-range 2-drops. And one is banned in Modern. That's the Stoneforge Mystic. You think they're just going to ban Snapcaster next?
Hopefully.
And Tarmogoyf.
And Tarmogoyf. I would not be angry if Tarmogoyf. And I guess I would accept the trade if Snapcaster and Tarmogoyf were banned at the same time.
No, they'd ban Blue first because Blue's too powerful.
Yeah.
Blue's not too powerful.
Yes, it is.
I don't think they're going to ban any of those things.
No, I would like to see them all banned though.
I would not. I would like to see Tarmogoyf banned, only so you could play other green cards. And
No
green
one-
decks would diversify a little bit.
No, if they banned Tarmogoyf, people would just stop running green in Modern, essentially. Unless you're running, unless you're running like.
Well, I think the thing is they wouldn't splash green. Like, people
Yeah,
still
no,
run
everyone
green.
would stop splash. I mean,
Yeah.
they might just for Ancient Starrings or something like that, but
Oh, the green decks that don't have it wouldn't be affected, like Amulet Bloom. They don't have Tarmogoyf.
yeah.
The Temur Twin deck would be affected.
Oh,
but
yeah.
That's kind of more of a fringe version of
Yeah,
Twin.
yeah.
It's right now it's Grixis Twin and Blue Red Twin. Grixis Twin on top, for once.
Derp Twin, as we like to call it, with the Gurmag.
Big fishy.
And I read an article. We're going to move on to the next thing that people were calling out for a ban list. People wanted a card out of the Grizzle brand deck. Grizz Shoal brand deck banned.
Or Tin Fins, I believe another name.
I like
for it.
the Tin Fins name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they wanted Goryo's Vengeance banned out of that. I heard calling is out for that. That one is a black and 1 instant arcane. Return target legendary creature card from your graveyard to play. That creature gains haste. Remove it from the game at end of turn with splice into arcane.
You've run that with Grizzlebrand.
And you get a Grizzlebrand. Possibly you can get it on turn 1.
And what's the shoal do in that deck?
It gains you life.
Just
You remove cards like World Spireworm and Berberigmos Enraged,
to gain.
so that you can gain life in Grizzlebrand again.
Oh,
They use the Grizzlebrand
okay.
early game.
Oh,
So essentially,
okay, that makes
you
sense.
draw most of your deck.
Yeah.
I think the turn 1 kill is Simian Spirit Guide,
Oh, exile.
land, exile Simian Spirit Guide into Desperate Ritual, into Manamorphose for looks like a black and red for Faithless Looting and Goryo's Vengeance. Or that has to be the line, and then you just draw a bunch of cards off of Grizzlebrand and hope to do it again. It looks super inconsistent, and you don't kill on turn 1.
I played against that at
GP Row.
GP Providence, and
In the side, one of those side events.
yeah, the guy stomped my face in.
Definitely looked like a fun deck to play.
Oh, it looked wicked fun to play.
Stop. I hear the noise.
Oh.
It, you can't see that because he just flipped off a microphone. Those things don't record each other.
Think you're a fucking tough guy?
Yeah, they do.
You wanna throw down? You wanna go outside? If so, let me get my coat. I wanna get it cold.
1v1, bro.
Anyway, yeah, people were calling out for Goryo's Vengeance to be banned. And I don't know, the deck is too fringe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
it's not a
First off,
mainstream
I-
deck.
but the article that I read, this was on the Star City Games website. They were calling out for that because they wanted more diversity in the format. Like banning stuff, yeah, it mixes things up, but I don't know, if you want diversity, I think you gotta
You gotta let
Like-
people play all the cards.
Yeah, well, because like I'm looking at a top 8 right here. This was for the top 8 for East Windsor on the 19th of July.
What the hell is East Windsor?
I don't know where that is.
It's like England.
I'm gonna click on it. I don't know. But the top 8 consists of Affinity, Infect, Amulet Bloom, Abzan Company, Grishol Brand, Affinity, Grixis Control, and Boros Burn. That's pretty diverse.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
That's
In
7
fact,
different decks.
Infect made it into top 8. which
Yeah,
is
Infect
awesome.
was top
Yeah.
2,
Is it-
actually.
what is
It
it,
came in second, lost to Affinity.
Was it Sultai Infect?
No, this Infect
Blue-green?
is the blue-green Infect.
Oh well.
That's the only one that's
So
consistent.
it's got Breeding Pools, Pendlehaven. I like it. Look at this, actually. There is no blue-green fetch in it. This is a budgeted list.
Wow.
That's pretty cool.
So it does run Verdant Catacombs as the 3 of. But you could easily switch that for a Wooded Foothills, and there's no swamps in the list at all. So it's really just green fetches. Wooded Foothills has a 1 of, 4 Windswept Heath, 3 Verdant Catacombs. I don't know why those numbers, but
I guess they know what they're doing if they made a top 8.
yeah, they
Yeah,
made
that
it.
doesn't always mean
They
anything.
came in
That's
second.
true, yeah.
They know at least they're doing something right.
Yeah. Maybe luck, maybe skill.
There's no islands
Oh,
in their
both.
list.
Really?
Their creature base is 2 Spellskites, 4 Blighted Agents, 4 Glistener Elves, 4 Noble Hierarchs. Do you think something out of the Infect deck would be banned? It didn't do well at the last Modern Pro Tour.
No, it didn't.
Came in top 16.
Really?
And John Finkel was the one piloting it.
Yeah.
Wow. If anything.
He knows what he's doing when it comes to Magic. Well, you'd assume he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
And he was trained by Tom
Johnny
Ross.
It is, Finkel is Mr. Magic, so.
If anything, I feel like it'd be Blooded Agent. Just the unblockable makes it kind of gross.
I don't know. He dies to everything.
Yeah.
True.
He's a 1/1.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Infect,
one
like-
thing with Infect is all the creatures you run on 1/1s.
Actually, like I'm trying to say, like if anything would be banned, it'd be like more like the 1 or 2 drop like creatures that like enable the deck.
I would argue that Blighted Agent is the worst one.
Really?
If they banned any Infect creature out of it, it would be Glistener Elf.
Yeah, that was either that or Glistener
But-
Elf. I wasn't sure.
It would only slow the deck down by a turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Which-
that
which- that's
one
a-
turn can mean a lot.
It does mean it a lot,
In a
but
deck,
it's everything still dies too easily. I don't think
Yeah.
it matters.
Pyroclasm, Twin Bolt,
Path to Exile.
Well,
Bolt,
uh,
Lightning Bolt,
yeah.
Terminate,
Yeah.
Smother.
It-
The removal is so diverse. Like
Oh, much stuff.
Apostle's Blessing can't cover all of it.
Vapor
No.
Snag.
Vapor Snag.
So the deck has Vines, Apostles, and Wild Defiance and Spellskite to protect its creatures. That's a lot of cards to protect its creatures. That's 10.
Yeah, but
like
the
they-
Vines are also pump spells, and the Apostles make shit unblockable.
That's
Yeah,
true.
that is true. That is definitely the Glistener Elf.
That
I
is- That is
That's
good
why I
argument,
run them,
Yeah.
to potentially make my stuff unblockable.
But like they all run a dual purpose. But I don't think they're big enough to be
Oh, no.
banned.
Yeah.
So I've got 4 top 8s here. The next one is for Dalton. I don't know where that is either. Affinity, Jund, Neazu, Green Red Tron, Blue White Gifts, Jund, Blue Red Twin.
So 3 Juns in the top 8.
3 Junds in the top 8. But I believe that is the only appearance of Jund in the last 4 weeks.
Didn't Jun used to like dominate?
Oh, there's a
Years back?
Jund burn list.
Jun. Oh yeah. I've
Doesn't
heard
quite
of that.
count.
Doesn't
But
it have,
Jund
like,
used to
bump
dominate.
dominate?
They got 2 cards banned out of it.
Or they get banned?
Death, right?
Deathrite
Oh,
Shaman
yeah.
and Bloodbraid Elf.
Oh yeah.
Those were the big cards that were banned out of there. Bloodbraid Elf was the 4-drop with Cascade.
Haste.
So they'd go into haste, so it would just go and hit something else. Oftentimes they'd hit like a
Dark Confidant.
Dark Confidant or removal spell. It's always a 2-for-1. That was the
Yeah.
problem with it. And Deathrite Shaman was just a mana dork that they should not have had. At one point, I think both of those cards were legal at the same time. And like it was for like a week. And then they banned Bloodbraid Elf, and then the next banning they banned Deathrite Shaman.
Yeah.
For good reason. And then the deck fell out of favor. Until
It-
now, it's come back.
Yeah, it's making a comeback. It really is.
They've really replaced the creature base. They've gone bigger. So instead of like having the 1-drop creatures, their lowest creature is a 2-drop, and it's Dark Confidant, which was there before, which is kind of fair. it kills them a lot. And then they've got Tarmogoyf in there. Not Tarmogoyf.
What a surprise.
They've got Tarmogoyf, but they've got Tassiger, the Golden Fang. If you flip a Tassiger off of a Dark Confidant, that hurts.
Ouch. Yeah.
You're dead, essentially.
Yeah, but I can't imagine he's more than like a 2 of.
He's a 1 of in this list.
Yeah.
They came in second. But they also have Huntmaster, which is a 4-drop. And then everything else, besides their suite of removal spells, costs at least 2. There's the Lightning Bolts and the Thought Seizes and Inquisitions as their other 1-drops. That's not a lot of 1-drops.
Well,
So they already got some stuff banned.
yeah.
The Jund is of these 4 top 8s, those 3 Junds are the only actual mid-range Jund decks. The other one's a Jund burn list with
Goofy.
it has Tassiger of the Golden Fang as its black card and a Tarka's Command
Yeah, Bump in the
as the
Night.
green ones and Bump in the Night. That's actually kind of cool.
Yeah. But like flashback for 6.
Flashback for 5.
Is it
6.
5?
It's 6. You're right. It's so nothing out of Jund will get banned.
Yeah.
They
Other
already
than
slapped Jund in the balls.
they just nailed it.
Yeah.
Straight 1-inch punch like 3 or 4 times. 2 for the Glistener Elf, not Glistener Elf, Bloodbraid Elf, and then 2 more for Deathrite Shaman. And
Yeah.
they deserved it.
Yeah.
They were oppressive.
Jund was disgusting. I've been hearing a lot of people playing like Naya, which is like Huntmaster, Paths, just like a lot of big kind of
The
mid-range.
mid-range Naya
Yeah,
decks.
I've heard
Those
Naya
are
doing
cool.
a lot.
They're not doing well enough to
Yeah.
be a threat, but they're cool.
I've just heard like more people like been playing them.
Grown in popularity. I haven't seen anything like that. I know Mike plays that though.
Oh yeah,
When he's not playing
Zoo.
his totally foiled bloom deck.
Yeah, his ungodly expensive bloom deck.
Oh, dude, he's gonna cry if anything gets banned
I know.
on that list.
Well, I told him if it did, I want the one of the foil Gruul bounce, because he's got the original ones that have the watermark on the bottom, and that's the one I want.
I like his basics.
Oh yeah.
He has the green, the full art unhinged foil forest, and then the other one says Gruul Clan on it.
Yes. Did you know that they made those?
I did.
Those
I
things
did
are
not. Each
beautiful.
clan has its own basic land.
Each clan has 2 basic
Yeah.
clans. One for
Yeah.
each of its colors.
The only downfall is they're Japanese, so they're foreign cards.
So you hate them, despite them being basic clans.
James only buys things made in America.
No, I only play cards I can read.
Well,
I
think
don't
you can
read
tell
any
what
other
lands
language.
It's a basic land.
You will
It's-
never budge. Don't try.
People have been trying to get me to budge on my position on
You will
this.
not budge on basic lands that say Gruul Clan on them.
Nope. I would own them. I would not play them.
You'll just mount it on your wall.
Yeah.
I would do that.
I'd put it in my trade binder and be like, oh, look what I got that you can't have.
Alright then. So
So
we're all in agreement here that nothing should have been banned in Modern? We should just let things play out for a bit?
Well, I'm wondering what's making Grixis become so popular now, other than Twin. Like people play non-Twin.
Colgan's
Grixis.
Command.
Yeah, Colgan's Command did big work.
That
I think the reason why so many people are playing Twin now is because Modern Masters 2 gave them all the pieces.
But I mean,
what
the
pieces-
non-Twin Grixis decks, what's making them so good? It's just
You just
Golden's
Delver?
Command.
You-
Delver.
you-
It's
you
just
see-
a consistent
well,
deck.
You're
Yeah,
seeing
it's-
Tassiger everywhere
it's
too.
just
Yeah,
a super good
Tassiger.
control deck.
Yeah.
Tassiger is a great finisher
Yep.
and a card draw engine.
Yeah.
It's like
Oh.
easily turn 3, like was it like a 5/6 or 4/5, something like that.
4/5.
You can.
4/5.
I
Turn.
I can see.
one.
I've seen turn 2.
Yeah, Ben has turned to me with Tasker.
So what about Tassiger? When he first came out, I thought, ew. you might
I,
be
I,
bad.
I like him as a one of in decks. Like I don't think he should be banned. He's definitely powerful, but not nearly.
You can't really run 4 of them.
Yeah.
It doesn't work.
No.
Because they're legendary, for one. You can run 4 Gurmag Anglers, but
Yeah.
they suck in comparison.
Oh
Like,
yeah, they're night and day. One's
It's-
just a big.
It's
A
a vanilla
big, goofy
5/5,
body.
which is fine. Like,
You could just cheat them out early.
it's great to have a Tassiger and a Gurmag. You can have one of each. That's really good. But having 2 Gurmags is far worse, and having 2 Tassigers is just... it sucks.
Yeah.
It really does. like my modern deck is got 2 Tassigers in it, as it's only big creature, and then 4 Snapcaster Mages.
It's funny because the Gurmag is it's just bulk right now, but the foil is going for like 10, 15 bucks.
Dude, it's hilarious.
Yeah.
What does Star City Games has listed right now? $10 out of stock.
Well, if
Foil
you
Gurmag.
want to talk about goofily high, expensive commons, Gary
Really?
Gray Merchant.
How much is he going for?
Well, he's about to look him
Alright.
up.
Damn.
Grey Merchant of Asphodel.
Hooray.
What do you guys think about mono black devotion in standard? With Erebos' Titan and all that stuff. And like a Despoiler of Souls. Do you think that could be a force?
Grey Merchant of Asphodel is a $2 foil.
Oh, okay.
That's-
Well, then
that's
he
not
must
that
have
bad.
dropped because he was like $15.
I feel like that's one that was like huge with like what's it called, that demon.
Mono Black Devotion with
Yeah.
Desecration Demon and
Desecration
Nightveil Spectre.
Demon.
Deso.
I love that deck.
What do you think? Do you think you could like make a resurgence with like Erebos' Titan and Despoiler of Souls?
No, not. It
Talking
doesn't have
standard.
enough time.
Yeah, oh, that's true. Yeah, because Theros getting banned pretty soon. Oh, not banned.
Theros is-
Theros getting
is-
cycling out.
It's going to be gone in a bit.
Yeah,
Well, right now,
Man,
get Gary in that deck.
but I feel like for now it'd definitely be a fun deck to play. Maybe.
What's his 3-drop though? Because the
There
important
isn't
part
one.
of that deck was the original Mono Black Devotion deck was its curve. You went turn 1 discard, turn 2 Pack Rats, turn 3
Yeah.
Nightveil Spectre or Lifebane Zombie, then turn 4 Desecration Demon, turn 5 Gary.
Yeah.
It really hurt. And Pack Rat was one of the major things in that deck because it just took over games. You could, if you dropped that on turn 2 and got to untap with it, you never lost your Pack Rats. You have to, like, Anger of the Gods before they had the ability to make a 4th Pack Rat, which was scary. That deck
Yeah.
was intense, to say the least. It was fun, though.
Google.
You know, one thing that Wizards should have done when they came out with Pack Rat and it started to, pick up a lot of steam was, I don't know, maybe give us a Pack Rat token.
Yeah, that.
That's one thing that infuriates me is when they print a card that says, "Oh, you put a token into play," and then they don't print the token.
I thought they always did.
No.
Ben. Isn't
Yeah.
Liliana
Oh.
a 3-drop?
Yeah, there's some cards that just
Oh, New Liliana is a 3-drop.
yes, and New Lily
So-
is good.
And you can go Thoughtseize, because that's still legal, or Duress.
Or then Despoiler. The
Hmm?
black.
Oh, Despoiler of Souls for the
Yeah.
2-drop. That's a pretty good 2-drop too. It's really aggressive.
Yeah.
I guess you can do that.
Lily and then
Lily,
Erebos.
Erebos' Titan
Yeah,
as the
for
4-drop now, which is. I don't think it's as good as Desecration Demon, but it has more black pips.
Yeah, I think just for the devotion, then like you throw Gary down, he just does.
And then
some-
Gary
does some
is the
work.
5th one.
Yeah.
And
Is it
And then
5?
Yeah.
the foil was 5 at one point. At its
Well.
the most expensive
was
I
it?
can see. But
Yeah, not nearly as good as Desecration Demon because he was gross.
that
He
card
was
is
so good.
I love that card.
He never got too pricey either. He always stayed like pretty cheap.
He was always less than 10.
Yeah.
I picked mine up when they were 4s because I wanted to play green-black mid-range, and then black control.
I just looked him up the other day. He was like $7.
At one point, yeah.
No, like the other day.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Desecration Demon. I didn't
I'm
expect it.
pretty sure. There could have been another demon. I don't know. There are a lot of demons out there.
Yeah.
There is. Desecration Demon. TCGplayer.com has him at 125.
Alright, so that was a different one.
At one point, though, he at his high was 20.
Wow.
Foil one is $4 right now.
Christ, dogs.
So, but
Not
at his
jobs.
median, at his most expensive median, he was $12.
Wow.
That's
I don't remember him ever being that high.
he was. That was during the reign of Mono Black Devotion.
Yeah.
It looks like January 2014. That's when it was the biggest. That was when it was built to defeat the Mono Blue decks.
Mono Blue Devotion was my jam. I love that deck.
Oh, I hated that. Deck.
You are a fish player, so.
Yeah, you are the fish player of the group. So I guess that's fair. All right.
I don't know. You just never see mono blue aggro besides like fish, and just seeing that in standard it was hilarious.
I think Fish should run the new Time Twister.
Yeah, I can see that.
Affinity's going to be running that new fucking Time Twister.
I don't see why not.
Yeah.
I want to get that.
He's like, once I get my hand on 4 of them.
Yep.
I don't think it needs to run 4.
Yeah, what would you?
At least with 3.
What would you replace?
3? That's a lot.
Well, you figure most of the time you're dumping your hand turn 1.
That's true.
Mhm.
What would you take out?
don't you have, like,
truly would.
podcasts?
Yeah, I would truly take out like Thoughtcast
Really?
or because you're dumping your hand, so
Yeah.
That's true.
why you need Thoughtcast for? Probably, it depends on the player, what he really wants to take out of it.
Because not everyone in Affinity plays Thoughtcast.
Exactly.
You could always take out Galvanic Blast.
Galvanic Blast.
Yeah, that's true.
Because
It all depends on the type of player you are. If
Yeah.
you're going more control,
you want the Galvanic.
you want the the Thoughtcast. If you're going more burn, you keep the
Or,
Gal.
like tempo aggro.
Exactly.
If
So
you're-
I would take out, if I want to stay like in the middle,
Range.
I would take out probably Edge Champion. He's a heavy hitter though, but
But you still get.
you're still dumping your hand.
You still have like a bunch of flyers you
So,
can put.
you could do like a lot of things.
Arguably, Etch Champion is the worst threat in that deck.
Yeah.
Because in its best matches, it's an unstoppable clock. In its worst matches, it's a bear.
Yeah.
And it doesn't kill your opponent.
So yeah, it all depends on how you want to run it. You're not gonna, you don't want to cut cranial plating. That's obvious because that's your winning piece.
Yeah.
That is probably the biggest kill. I'm just
Mm-hmm.
looking at this affinity list that came in first at an IQ, and it's not running any Thoughtcast. It's running 4 Galvanic Blast instead, and 2 in Soul Artifacts.
Yeah, I can see taking out like 2 or 3 Galvanic Blasts, putting in the Time Twisters instead.
Soul Artifact on your
Yeah.
Dark Steel Citadels.
You could run 2 in Soul, 2 Blast, 2 Days Undoings.
Yeah, that's totally how you want to run it.
Yeah.
At least that's
Big in
it's an
that.
option. This one has main deck Spellskite. I know you're a big fan of that, Fluffy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've made Spells Guy too.
I hate Spellskite so
Yeah.
much.
I hate it too,
It's-
Everybody hates Spells.
except for the person with Spellskite.
Yeah.
Yeah, then I love Spellskite.
Anyways, so thank you for joining us for this episode of Scry 4.
Yeah!
We'll be back next week with just some talk on Modern and Commander.
And possibly others.
And possibly others. Probably not, though. We don't do much else.
Yeah.
Kind of lazy. See you next time.
Goodbye!
I love you.
Peace out.
Oh. Come on down to Alpha Titan where the blue players are tapped out, the red players don't have Lightning Bolt, and the green players are missing their land drop.
216, was it 216 Central Street?